We're looking forward to it, having a lot of fun with some good country music and gospel music and some good local talent from everywhere, Dick.
We want you to watch our TV show right here on WOTM 21 in Sylacauga, Alabama.
Y'all come out and see us and be watching us every night. We're looking forward to it.
Reruns from 4:30 to 5:30.
Rise and shine, everyone. It is Monday, July 22nd, 7:30 in the morning. And as most people start your day off with coffee. And so this morning we're going to be talking with a local coffee company, Three Crow Coffee. So welcome now, Christy and Jeremy Barrett. How are you? Good morning.
Well, good morning.
You help a lot of people get their days started.
We do.
Because I think the majority of Americans start their day off with a cup of coffee.
Of course.
Yeah, tea or coffee, but yeah, caffeine. Caffeine,
Correct.
we got to get that to get our days going and to get woken up. And it's also just like a nice part of your day, even in the afternoon if you need a little boost. So Three Crow Coffee. So I have gotten the pleasure of meeting you at Business After Hours and some of the community events. And we have a mutual friend, Jerry, at the UPS store in Gadsden. We have to give them a little shout out. Hello, thank you for connecting us. They are who are responsible for our beautiful coffee mugs, our Rise and Shine coffee mugs, and also your Three Crow Coffee mugs. And she does a lot of printing for you there. So hey Jerry, thanks for all you do. I want to start off by asking about the background. How did you get started with Three Crow Coffee?
So Three Crow is from my family.
Okay.
So my great-great-grandmother, Crow, is something personal to us. And so it's really to honor the three family members that have passed on my side and just to honor them through giving back to the community.
Oh wow, well that's lovely. Were they in the coffee business and just enjoyed coffee?
It's just Crows have just been in my life, and like again, coffee was just I think how we met.
Was it bonding?
Yes.
Yep.
Coffee and beer. So you brew both, right?
Okay, well I didn't know that. We'll definitely have to get into that. So when you first met, you both had the mutual love of coffee?
Correct.
Correct.
How long into your relationship did you decide to start a coffee company?
So we had talked about this since really
10, 11 years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh wow.
and it's slowly developed from a dream into a reality. When was it? Last February, where we finally started, breaking ground on everything. So, it actually, to see a dream turn into something real was amazing, especially after we talked about it for so many years on doing this. So, really cool.
So you took a chance at your dream.
Had a ton of support from local friends and family and everything. So, we finally just decided to jump in and do it, and it's been fun. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's what it takes. It takes that support from your friends and your family and your community in order to start a new business. So this is fairly new then.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
A little over a year. Wow. And how's your journey been so far?
Uphill the whole way.
Yeah.
a good. It's been a good learning curve. It's been fun. No, I mean we've had our hurdles that we've had to do. So, but it's been very, very good to both of us.
I think since the beginning, the community has just been very welcoming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, describe the process of beginning a coffee company. Like, where do you even start? Did you come up with an outline? Okay, this is what we have to figure out coffee, I'm guessing, like what kind of beans. So give us a little overview of just starting a coffee company. Sure.
So, on the business standpoint, I mean, every company has to go through the licensing process and all that stuff. But I ain't gonna get too in depth in that. But as far as that goes, just get a plan together. Know what you want to do. I mean, know the way you want your business to stand out in the community. Know what you stand for. Know what you want to do with, how you want to project yourself, I guess you could say. And then just all your ideas, your creative ideas, anything you have, incorporate that into kind of like a business plan. I mean, really more of ours was just over the years we knew what we wanted to go for.
Right.
So it wasn't like we had to put it on paper to plan it out. So we had the dream. But as far as that goes, I mean, we got all of our legal out of the way, we got our equipment, we hand built our trailer ourselves. You know, I know there are other options. You can go out and buy pre-built, prefab, or you can do what we done and just build it from the ground. To me, it's got more character, more, you know, personal involvement. But
I mean, for us, we were planning prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And then during COVID, it was more of how do we continue our business model, right? Brick and mortar was kind of hard to do. And so we went the route of a mobile coffee trailer. It's a big yellow trailer, you can't miss it. And having that kind of business model where you have to be mobile, you have to carry a lot of things with you. And how do we do that the best way to give the best product all the time?
Oh, speaking of, there it is.
hey, yeah.
Yes, I recognize it from events around the Gadsden area in particular. But yeah, it's very eye-catching. That bright yellow says, "Wake up, rise and shine, and have some coffee." So you built that yourself?
We did.
Wow.
From the ground up.
That's impressive. So then you were able to really see, like you were saying, where do we want to put everything?
Exactly. Oh, that took us at least a month of taping things on the ground, and how do we pivot if you're building this part of the coffee or making a frozen lemonade or frappuccino, so we're not tripping over each other.
Yeah.
So we're small but mighty in there.
Yeah.
With heavy equipment, that was a task.
I could imagine.
No, this don't work. Let's move it here.
Did you enlist your friends and family to help with those things as well?
Yeah, we did.
They were caffeinated for at least a week.
We'll work for caffeine.
Exactly.
As long as you give me that little jolt of energy.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. So you have instead of doing the brick and mortar, which you're right. Like it's a little more challenging, and this way to be able to be mobile and to go out to events. What type of events have you been able to be part of with Three Crow?
So we've done events for churches, like whenever they have some of their seminars.
Yeah.
We've done events like around Halloween, fall festivals. Because we started last year, we were going into that season. So we've done a bunch of like Hopes Bluff City Fest. We've done a bunch of stuff with the city of Atala, some of their trunk or treat stuff, and sports, schools. This year we've gotten in with the the AEA, and we've done a bunch of teacher appreciation AEA members. So it's a broad spectrum of different style events that we've gotten in with, and it's neat to see the different people, the different groups, the different businesses that we can partner with and do things like this. So it's just, we do it all.
You got to meet a lot of really cool people.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome people,
Yeah,
yes.
like you said, the groups of people, and everybody has one thing in common.
Right.
They like
They love
caffeine.
coffee.
Exactly. Coffee and
But it's not
caffeine.
just coffee that you do, that you
no.
offer. You were saying something about some frozen lemonade.
Oh yes, and ceremonial grade matcha. So we have matcha lattes, and then we do fruit teas as well. So we have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Nice.
So if you like refreshing drinks, but you can't have the caffeine, we have catered to for that as well.
That's
So
nice.
I figured if you want to come to Three Crow, you're going to be able to get something. So
There you go.
yeah.
What about sugar-free options?
We have a very large selection of sugar-free options.
Nice.
And we've had a lot of comments on that too, because people are having hard times finding sugar-free options. So we have tried to help people that need that want that, to have that.
Yeah, that's
So.
important. I have a close family member of mine who has diabetes, and so when we go to like coffee or
Right.
something, making sure that there is an alternative to the sugary drinks. So that's really great.
And we're pretty flexible. Sometimes they'll folks will request a certain type of flavoring, and if we can find it, we'll buy it. And we just don't go to the store shelves and buy something, right? We're going to do the right research and make sure it's coming from a good product background.
Yeah.
So red dye 40, I think so that is not in
Yeah,
any
we
of our
don't
products
use-
and things
yes.
like that. So we make sure we're very conscious
Yeah.
of that as well.
Yeah, no artificial on our shelves anywhere. All of ours is, it's, let's see, it's non-GMO, all the everything. So it's nothing that's going to be bad for you. So if you're getting the drink from us, it's actually a decent ingredients. So
Yeah, that's nice, and I definitely want to dive into that, learning about how you pick your products and how you get those, because that's really important. People are, of course, need to be conscious of what we put into our bodies and about our health, and so how do you go about picking out those ingredients are really important. I don't want to dive into that yet because we are almost time that we have to go check in with our sponsors and news. Because I definitely want to talk about that. But so the inspiration behind the coffee company was you both loved coffee, and then the inspiration behind the name is a family.
Right.
Is that where it is? That inspiration was just your love of coffee and wanting to do something with coffee.
yes.
And just to give back to the community. I
Yeah.
mean, every time we set up somewhere, whether it's an event or just a day-to-day, we try to give back. So through donations or other components to it.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to do that.
To be good stewards of our community,
Exactly.
and to keep everybody nice and awake, huh?
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to take a quick break right now, but when we get back, we're going to talk more about Three Crow Coffee, and we're going to learn about where they source the coffee. So stay tuned and go ahead and grab you a cup of coffee while you're waiting. You will be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor Difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
More than 2.5 million youths admitted to vaping, according to data from the CDC. Teens are at a greater risk for nicotine addiction because their brains are still developing. Please talk to your children about vaping.
Although we may see things differently,
the message can still reach me.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop, serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at HughesPaintandBody.com.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News Update. American Legion Post 111 is holding a blood drive this Thursday, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Per the City of Oxford's Facebook page, all blood donors will receive a $20 e-gift card. Platelet and double red cell donors will receive a $40 e-gift card while supplies last. Snacks and drinks are provided. Any new donors must have their photo ID, and they need to eat at least 3 hours prior to donation. Donors must be at least 16 years of age or older and weigh at least 110 pounds to donate blood. 16-year-olds require written parental permission. For more information, call the toll-free number 888-795-2707 or visit lifesouth.org. All donors receive a recognition item and cholesterol screening. The blood drive will be held at the Oxford Police Department, located at 600 Stanley Merrill Drive, Oxford, Alabama 36203. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Plants.
Rise and shine, and welcome back. It is 7:45 on your Monday morning, July the 22nd. And this morning, we are talking all things coffee. So most of you watching probably have a cup of coffee in your hand right now, chances are, as we were talking about how many Americans start their day off with coffee. And so Three Crow Coffee is a local coffee company right here in our area. So we were talking with Jeremy and Christy. When we went to break, we were talking about the products that you utilize and that you sell. So I'd love to talk about that. Like, where do you source your coffee from? Where do you find your ingredients? What are the things that you look for before adding them to the Three Crow Coffee inventory of things to sell? So we'll start off with sourcing. Where do you get the coffee?
So we use our friend from Finca. He is a Honduran coffee, so it comes directly from Honduras. There's no middleman, no nothing. We get directly from him. Mm-hmm. So, you know, what we give to the customer is direct. So we got set up with him through a mutual friend in the coffee business, and we went out, we done the tasting, we done what we call cupping in the coffee world, and we fell in love with their beans.
Okay.
That was my favorite part, because you can sample all types of coffee and pick out the beans that you want and make that flavor profile. So.
Wow, that would be fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to do some coffee tasting. I'm sure you were very wide awake for that.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yes. Yes.
If you weren't at the beginning, you surely were at the end. So this is the bag that we have here that you get the beans. Now, beans don't already come roasted?
No, they are considered green whenever you buy them in the bag, which is, if you look at this right here, that's the color of a raw green coffee bean.
So here we go. Let's see if we can see these. The green, I'm not sure if it will come across on the camera very well, but these are the green beans.
The green beans.
The green beans. So here we go. So this is how they start off before they go through the roasting process. So you see these are the green. So they start off like this. So you don't want to drink these beans. You don't want to grind these up and try to put these through your slow pour. But you have a process there. So that's where Three Crow comes in, is taking the beans that are sourced from Honduras and then turning them into beans that we can enjoy through our traditional coffee pots or Keurig. So this is what they look like.
So this is our roast that we sell. It's our signature Three Crow roast. It's say a medium plus roast, which is these beans right here you just showed, and this is the after product.
Let's show those together. So you can see oh, it's substantially lighter.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so here we go. Here's the before with the green, and then here is the signature roast from Three Crow Coffee. See how nice and dark those are. It smells so good. Oh, you can definitely, so you can't really smell the green beans.
Right.
Yep.
So only until you, that smells
And
so
look how
good.
much they double in size.
Oh, yeah.
And these are so heavy, and then this is so light. Huh.
So actually,
Before and after.
during the roasting process, there's more moisture in the ones in your left hand.
Okay.
And there's 4 phases of coffee. You have the drying phase, the Maillard phase, The roasting phase and then the cooling phase. Don't ask me how I can memorize all that stuff, but so yeah, I mean during the drying phase you actually lose a big percentage of moisture out of the green.
Okay.
And the second phase, the Meyer phase, is when you start getting this nice tannish brown color from the amino acids and the sugars breaking down.
And it sounds like popcorn popping.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you actually can hear the the
Mm-hmm.
process.
Yeah.
Is this like a piece of equipment that you put them through? How does that work?
So it's it's a coffee roaster, of course, but it's like it's a gas-powered air drum.
Okay.
It tumbles the beans in it, puts hot air across it, and it just roasts, kind of like an oven would roast, but it continuously moves the beans so they won't scorch or burn. And it's a timed process and a temperature control process. But yeah, like Christy said, it sounds like popcorn whenever it goes to the first crack, and you know you're getting close to it being ready,
So you
ready to
kind of
pull.
hear it. You have it on a timer, but then you also pay attention to it.
It's it's a lot. I mean, the way we roast, you can roast with electronics, watching a scale, or you can roast by sight and sound, which is the main way that we roast. We like doing it that way because you can control more, in my opinion. Beans can be different. They might not go the same way each time. So as long as you do that, you gotta.
I can imagine that process is very important because, like you said, a good product. And earlier you mentioned scorching the beans. That could be very disappointing. How you take a bag of your beans that are sourced and are nice and green and ready, but if you don't have that process down to a science, then you could ruin these little beans, and they don't turn out to be these beautiful. They smell so good. These beautiful beans here.
And I think the same one that comes out of this bag, depending on how we roast, it could be a light, medium, or dark. So it's not a different bean. It's just how you cook.
Oh, okay. That was a question I had because some people like, a dark roast, and some people kind of like a lighter. So that is dependent on the process. So the beans all start out the same.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, pretty much. Yeah. Of course, not all bean is the same. You have to have these good. All beans sourced from your source are the same. So he would only give you the bag.
We get the same beans.
The same beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has different processed beans. So you got these are washed. He has honey processed, which it's just different flavor profile of the bean itself. But as far as if we buy this one and stick with our signature roast each time, or our blend, it will be the same each time, the same bean each time.
Okay, so the same bean, different blend.
Right. So you and I could have two different roasters.
Okay.
We'll take the same bean, and yours could be a completely different profile because of how you actually use the heat and things like that.
Okay.
So it's very versatile.
Wow. I just can't get over how good it smells. That smell of coffee is just the wake up smell, if you will. I think that's So once you get them roasted, then it's time to bag them. If people want to purchase them, how can people purchase? What all options do you have?
So right now we are limited on where we can go. We are almost done with our licensing to get out into more stores.
Okay.
So we sell everything we sell, which would be ground, whole beans, or our K-Cups in our mobile trailer. However, we are also partnered with Johnson's Giant Foods. So right now, the Atala store has our coffee.
Right.
And Smoke Neck Farm and General Store in Southside
carries
all of our products as well.
Oh.
And so if you want some, just go visit one of those two for now, and you can buy our beans or our K-Cups. But once we do get out there more, we're going to be in hopefully a whole lot of stores and out this way as well.
And order online
too. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We just opened up last month. You can order all of our products online. We ship wherever you live. We will ship to you.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
Wow.
I think we've shipped to Tennessee so far.
We shipped to Memphis. We've shipped to Nashville. We shipped to Mobile. We're starting to get in those markets. So it's getting out there.
That's very exciting. I know people who are really connoisseurs will say, not coffee snobs, but coffee connoisseurs, although I think my husband would call himself a coffee snob. You know, he's very particular on his beans. I can't wait for him to try these. But they want to make sure that they have that high level of coffee. Right. And like you do have some who enjoy that instant coffee and just, I think they just haven't really tried this type of coffee before, but those who do are very intense on their coffee and where the beans come from and what the roasting process is. That's very important to them.
Oh yeah.
And so you definitely have a lot of coffee connoisseurs. What kind of feedback have you gotten?
It has been excellent.
Positive.
Yeah.
All the way.
I mean, that's what you want. But yeah, we've had a lot of people, and especially a lot of people that, like you said, are coffee connoisseurs go, this is what I want. You can't find this. This is what I've been looking for. And that makes us feel great just to know that we are giving the public a product that they want.
Yeah, for sure.
And sticking with it. It's just, consistency. Yeah,
that's important.
It's very important, yes.
Yeah.
And questions. So we always love questions. Come through the trailer, ask us questions. That's what we're here. We're here to help educate and also learn too what folks are wanting out in the community. So between what is an actual espresso versus a cappuccino, and what does that look like in size in comparison to larger box stores, and the reasonings behind that. And so we're a coffee forward company, so it's going to have that balance, but you're going to taste that coffee in our drink. So the sweet, we can always tailor it, half sweet, semi-sweet, we're there for you, right? We want you to have a good cup of coffee, and if there's something that we can do to make it better, that's what we're here for, is for feedback. So
exactly.
That's wonderful. And people do enjoy their coffee in many different ways.
Yes.
Some, the connoisseurs especially, are only black coffee for me, don't put anything in it. And then there are some who want a little coffee with their creamer.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Right? I think Jeff might be one of those kind of people. Yeah. little coffee with your creamer. You just put all the sweet stuff in there, sugar me up, and yeah, that's so funny. But then you do have those who just want to taste just the coffee. Right. So when you sell it like in a bag like that, does it come already ground and an option of whole beans as well?
Yes.
So you can choose those, because some people like to have the already ground, like people like my husband in particular, because he just loves coffee so much, is he likes to get up every morning. He gets up early every morning so he can grind his own coffee and put it through a slow pour. It's way intense, but that's something he enjoys. That's how he likes to start his day.
Right.
And that's with a lot of people, that's how you start your day. That's the enjoyment that you look forward to, starting your day with a nice cup of coffee.
Right.
And so to be able to pass that on to your customers, to let them know that they will definitely start it with a good cup. Well, I have lots more questions to ask, but we've got to take a quick break again. Let me smell this coffee on the way out. It just smells like mornings. So we'll be right back. We've got more to learn about Three Crow Coffee. While we're on break, check them out. Go ahead, find them on Facebook or Instagram, Three Crow Coffee. And go ahead and get yours ordered today. So we'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
At Family Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel, but professional care. Come see us today.
Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller, and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Look no further than Shop 24, your go-to spot for incredible discounts and savings. From local dining and entertainment to grocery stores and everything you need, we've got deals you won't find anywhere else. But hurry, these hot deals are limited and going fast. Grab your phone and call now. Don't let these savings slip away. Join me, Kip Chappell, on Shop 24 every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Tune in to save big with Shop 24.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News Update. American Legion Post 111 is holding a blood drive this Thursday, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Per the City of Oxford's Facebook page, all blood donors will receive a $20 e-gift card. Platelet and double red cell donors will receive a $40 e-gift card while supplies last. Snacks and drinks are provided. Any new donors must have their photo ID, and they need to eat at least 3 hours prior to donation. Donors must be at least 16 years of age or older and weigh at least 110 pounds to donate blood. 16-year-olds require written parental permission. For more information, call the toll-free number 888-795-2707 or visit livesouth.org. All donors receive a recognition item and cholesterol screening. The blood drive will be held at the Oxford Police Department, located at 600 Stanley Merrill Drive, Oxford, Alabama 36203. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
It smells like morning time here on Rise and Shine. It's 8 o'clock on your Monday morning, July 22nd, and we are talking about coffee. How do you start your day? And I would imagine that the majority of our viewers would say with a nice cup of coffee. But are you getting the most out of your coffee? Because 3 Crow Coffee can offer that. So we are talking with Jeremy and Christy about 3 Crow Coffee, and it just smells so good. I know y'all are thinking I'm crazy over here just getting all the smells.
Oh no.
But there's just nothing better than waking up to a nice smelling coffee, and that's what you do here, is give everyone that opportunity to purchase highly sourced and coffee that is made with love, right? Roasted with love. So when we were on a break, we were talking about the options with coffee, and some who may experience some issues with drinking coffee because of the acidity that coffee. And you know, one of the things is try not to drink coffee on an empty stomach. Yep. But some people just, you know, you got to start your day off with just the coffee, and then I'll think about food later. But what are some options for someone who might have some acid, acid reflux, or just the acidity of coffee kind of bothers their tummies?
So the option of a cold brewed coffee, which I know you hear that everywhere, cold brew this, cold brew that, but there's a benefit of cold brew. So there's no heat added to the coffee in any of the process of making it. So what that does is it allows for you to brew a good strong coffee without extracting the acidity out of the beans. So people who do have the issue with it upsetting their stomach that drink a regular hot cup of coffee, when you brew coffee with heat, it pulls the acid, the acidic, any properties out that might upset your stomach. So that's why we've done cold brew. because one, we love it, and two, you know, it also caters for the people who can't have a hot cup of coffee. You know, there again, we want everybody to be able to come and enjoy.
Yeah.
And you know, we call it a nitro cold brew, and a lot of people think that nitro means it's
over
really
the top.
Over the top, but actually it's a nitrogen infused cold brew. So if any of our Guinness loving people out there know Guinness is nitrogen, not carbonation, it gives it that velvety mouthfeel whenever you drink it. So it's a feel, it's a taste, it's a whole experience in a cup. So whenever you drink our cold brew, which is the way that we love to drink it ourselves, but it also gives you that, you know, that extra oomph of this is a really good coffee. So
your eyes light up, Jeremy, when you talk about the cold brew. I mean, you've been excited about talking about all coffee, but the cold brew, you're just like, woo! So I've got to try this cold brew.
Right. And you can reach out directly to us, and even online, to get the cold brew. We grind it specifically for that. So
if you want to do it at home yourself, if you want to make your own, we can send you the amount. We can send you instructions how to, because there again, we want you to enjoy it. Right. You know, it's about coffee. That's first. So.
That's wonderful. Yeah, so that is the thing. If you go to like a coffee shop, or if we, you know, and hopefully we have the chances. If you see that yellow truck, we're gonna have to remind you what it looks like. Here in a moment, let's put that truck back up there. But if you see that truck, of course they can make it for you. But it's not always that we have the time to get by and find where they are. So to be able to cold brew at home, I'm in. I would love to cold brew at home. I think that sounds like a great way, of course, you know, with, you know, making sure that the tummy doesn't, you know, isn't mad at me. Sometimes coffee can do that, but it's just so delicious. It's worth it. But to know that there is that option of the cold brew, so that sounds fun. I'm in. I want to try it. So how do you experiment with the coffee flavors? You mentioned that when you got to go to taste which beans you would like, but then in putting together your recipes for your cappuccinos or your matcha latte. Oh, I love a matcha latte. We'll have to talk about that here in a minute. But when you're experiencing or you're experimenting with flavors, I mean, I'm sure that's a lot of fun. Do you invite friends over to taste test? Or
definitely.
Because I could volunteer if you needed a taste tester. How do you create your recipes?
So we do seasonal menus, but most of the time it's just us coming up with different, you know, I'll wake up and write something down, well, we got to try this. And it comes from our clients too, coming up and saying, hey, I want to, let's throw that in and let's taste it. So there's a couple on the menu that are actually from the local community where they enjoyed it so much and other people have heard about it that they're like, yes, let's try this.
Did you name it after them?
Well, the style of the coffee. So.
Yeah, it's funny. She said our friends come. I have a real good friend at one of the locations, Atala Walmart, and she comes out there and we experiment together to try to figure out different drinks, and she helps me name them. So we get a lot of input from the public too, from the drinks that we make. But yeah, most of the time it's Christy waking up and being like, yeah, I got to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
So flavor profiles come to you in your sleep?
Oh, definitely. Our flagship was, we call it the Golden Girl. So it's a strawberry cheesecake, right? Golden Girls.
Wait, strawberry cheesecake.
Latte.
Yes, please.
Yes.
That sounds fabulous.
And then pistachio and chocolate together is a Lulu. That's my nickname is Lulu. So
pistachio.
Yeah,
that's my favorite one.
And he drinks one every day.
I have one every morning.
Every
my
morning.
Goodness.
That is my favorite drink of all of them. So
that sounds so good. Tell us some more.
Yeah, let's see. Right now we're doing our summer wing, right? Countdown to Halloween.
Okay.
So we have the Beetlejuice. So that's a matcha tonic.
Just don't order 3.
Yeah, right? Let's see, what else? What do we have? Practical Magic.
Which is our baklava latte.
Yes.
And it tastes just like baklava in a cup. It is great.
But it's balanced, remember. So it's coffee forward and balanced. So it's not just sugar flavors in a cup. So what else do we have?
How do you make something balanced and delicious?
Oh, multiple tries,
Yeah,
right?
multiple. Lots of coffee.
Yeah, you're highly caffeinated.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
I mean, on the summer wing menu, we have the Lydia, which is kind of away from the coffee. It's a limeade, frozen limeade with a coconut topper.
Yum.
So I mean, it's rounded.
We have something for everybody, whether you
These
want
all
coffee or not.
Fabulous. I love a matcha. And so
Yes.
what did you say the matcha was called?
So we have a couple of them. So the summer wing is the Beetlejuice.
Okay.
So it's matcha, and then we use, what is the tonic?
So yeah, it's like tonic water. So we use that in with the matcha on this one special drink. I mean, we do traditional matcha as well. And there, I don't know if you're aware, there's grades of matcha that you get. And the top grade is called a ceremonial grade matcha, and that's what we use. Which we haven't done matcha the whole time, and there's a reason because of that.
I'm picky?
Yes.
Yeah. So that took me about 9 months to find the right matcha of going through that.
So we were drinking all kinds of matcha for a long time.
And coffee, right? I'm surprised we've slept.
I know.
Really, I know. Good thing, because you had to. It takes a lot of time to run a business. So good thing you get to be highly caffeinated trying all of these drinks. I do love matcha. That is one of my favorite go-to drinks. I love it warm, cold. I've never tried it in any other, like, it just besides like a latte, like 2 pumps of vanilla and almond milk. That's my matcha order.
Well, we have 3 Crow style, so it's hot, iced, or frozen, and we throw a coconut cold foam on top.
Yes.
And we make cold foams from scratch.
Yeah, so
every
each
time.
one is made.
What's a cold foam? So that's just like what's on top of them? Oh, yum. And I love coconut.
Yes.
Oh,
you have
man.
to come by.
I know, I'm going to be looking for that yellow trailer everywhere. So you're set up, you mentioned Walmart and Italo. You set up there often?
Yeah, we set up there. We usually set up there once a week, and it's usually on Thursdays. But yeah, so we've gotten to know everybody there.
Yeah.
And even the community around us, you know, they know that to come see us. So.
Yeah. Well, that would put me in a better mood before or after shopping at Walmart, having some caffeine to get me through it. Oh.
Yeah, so
not my favorite thing to do.
I think we post every Monday where we're going to be, because we're off on Mondays for the whole week. And then we have special events on the weekend, so we have some fun stuff coming up for sure.
So what's the easiest place for everybody to find out where you are going to be?
Definitely Facebook. Yes.
So you just go to 3 Crow Coffee on Facebook or on Instagram, and you can find, like, let's talk about a typical week. Do you know your week schedule right now? I know it's Monday. We're still trying to, maybe only on your first cup of coffee. Do you know some of the places that you're going to be this week?
Yeah, so our week this week is going to start on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday.
Okay.
And Wednesdays for the rest of the market season, farmers market season, we're going to be set up with Rainbow City at Rainbow City City Hall doing their farmers market. And that has been a huge hit for everybody, local farmers, vendors like us, and there are other, like, you know, arts and crafts vendors there as well. It's a growing thing, but it has been great.
You can get your pastry from them and coffee from us and do a little shopping.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, it's like the one-stop shop.
Yes, and you're getting to support local businesses and local farmers and local artists. I love a farmer's market. I think they're so wonderful. So that's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Rainbow City Hall. What time does it get kicked off in the morning?
It starts at 7 and ends at about 12 o'clock.
Okay.
So
that's prime coffee drinking time right there. Those are so fun. Again, like, to support the community. We have every Wednesday Oven Odyssey. They're a catering company, and Chef Dave comes in and creates us a beautiful meal and teaches us how to cook. And his sister Susan, she's the bakeologist, so she brings in all the desserts and the baked goods. But they do a lot of farmers markets, and so those are really great. We'll have to get y'all connected. I'm sure they would love to.
We've had a few requests at the markets to actually grind more of that fine espresso to put it in coffee cakes and other things like that. So we'll have those requests.
That's wonderful. Let's talk a little bit more about that and farmers markets and all of the different ways to find your product. We're going to go check in with a few of our sponsors, check in with your news, and we'll be right back. You stay tuned. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
You may not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here.
All 23-24 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months.
The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox. 24 models. You got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News Update. American Legion Post 111 is holding a blood drive this Thursday, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Per the City of Oxford's Facebook page, all blood donors will receive a $20 e-gift card. Platelet and double red cell donors will receive a $40 e-gift card while supplies last. Snacks and drinks are provided. Any new donors must have their photo ID and they need to eat at least 3 hours prior to donation. Donors must be at least 16 years of age or older and weigh at least 110 pounds to donate blood. 16-year-olds require written parental permission. For more information, call the toll-free number 888-795-2707 or visit livesouth.org. All donors receive a recognition item and cholesterol screening. The blood drive will be held at the Oxford Police Department, located at 600 Stanley Merrill Drive, Oxford, Alabama 36203. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Rise and shine and welcome back. It's 8:16 on your Monday morning, July the 22nd, and we are talking about something that most Americans start their day off with: coffee. We have to caffeinate before we can be productive. I was trying to think of something that rhymed there. We might have to work on that. It didn't come to me like I thought it might. But yes, caffeinating is very important for our busy schedules. And if you want to caffeinate in a way that is delicious and also healthy and supporting a local business, Three Crow Coffee is a place to do that. They've got their really bright yellow coffee trailer that you can find at events surrounding. And if you are hosting an event, I'm sure they can reach out to you as well to if you don't have something on your busy schedule, maybe you can to go out to an event. So I mean, like you were saying, like seminars, if you're getting a group of people together, I mean, you know, if you want them to pay attention to your seminar, you need to caffeinate them.
Weddings,
right?
Weddings, personal bags, specific roast. I mean, we do a bunch of things like that.
Oh, that would be a nice little wedding gift too, isn't it? Some coffee, because that's important. That's something that most people find very valuable to begin their day. And you were talking about the cold brew, which I'm very interested in because of the acidity factors and the lower. So I'm definitely wanting to try that. And one of the things that you've mentioned, of course, is matcha, but you also have chai.
Yes.
And so tell us about that, because you have a special type of chai that you're not just going to find anywhere. Tell us about the chai.
So just as long as it took us to find the matcha, it took probably twice as long to find a good chai. And it's a special micro brewed chai, so it is actual chai that you're getting. It's not sugar syrupy. It's not a powder. It is traditional chai the way it's meant to be. So it's that clove and that cardamom forward, and with less sugar, right? We try to be cognizant of that with the sugar components to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I want to try all of it. I wish we had a little sampler right here. All right, bring the trailer next time.
Okay, we can do that.
Really? So do you have a favorite coffee and brewing method, or is this is your favorite coffee, and the brewing method that you have is what you've already, through trial and error, what you've perfected?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean we're going to venture out more with the coffee and roasting methods as we get out there more. Try to do some different style beans, different processes, and mix them. But yeah, as far as right now goes, we are 100% happy where we're at. The customers are happy, so I mean, I don't want to ruin a good thing.
It's a good cup of coffee,
right? If things are going well, don't fix it if it's not broken, right? You can kind of experiment on other things.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and coming up with all of these really cool and creative drinks that you have on your menu.
Right.
I can't wait. If I say Beetlejuice one more time, is it going to happen? I think that might have been our third time. But I'm really looking forward to trying that.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear some fun experiences or stories from your journey. I know you can each think of one just experience through this coffee journey that you just can't ever forget.
Well, for me, it's when we first started getting out there, and there was a mother and daughter, and that's how they bonded on Friday mornings, is they would come to the trailer and both get a Java chip Frappuccino, and that's how they would spend their time together. So seeing family come or friends come together and just spending that just a few minutes together and just having those special moments. So I would see them every Friday, early morning.
Yeah.
I mean, they would be there waiting on us. So
Oh, how sweet. For a Java chip.
Java chip
Yum.
Frappuccino.
Sounds great.
Cold or hot outside, it didn't matter.
What about you, Jeremy? What's a memorable experience?
I mean, similar to that, I love. we set up for another place in Rainbow City. It was the Alabama Pediatrics, and it was my second or third time sitting up there. I got there early. You know, typically I'll get there an hour, 30 minutes early. So this was one of the mornings I got there an hour early, just kind of set up at the same time everybody else is waking up. I'm still waking up because I hadn't had my coffee yet either. And I'm in the trailer, I hadn't opened the window yet, and I hear the clunk of car doors, and I'm thinking, man, the business is here early. So I open the door, walk outside, and I'm opening my window. I notice there's probably about 10 cars parked around the front. So I'm like, they're getting an early start on the day with the business. I open my serving window to start setting my stuff up, and I reach in to grab one of my bags of coffee to sit on the shelf and turn around, and there's like 15 people that in that 2 seconds of me opening the window, they're in line going, "You open yet?"
Wow, they were ready. So what'd you do? Did you go ahead and open early?
I was just laughing. I said, "Yeah, I'm ready."
So you're having your coffee with them.
Yep. So as I'm opening the register and all that stuff, I'm also making coffee over here in the corners.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny. They snuck up on me on that morning. So I tell that story a lot, especially whenever she wasn't there. It's like the one day Christy couldn't come to me.
Oh no. And he's like, oh no. But you handled it.
Handled it.
Well, it just shows what need it is for coffee. Like when people see a coffee opportunity, they take it. And I think lots of the world's problems can be solved over a nice cup of coffee. You never know. So are there any like tips on how you could share with our viewers on how to brew a perfect cup of coffee?
So I know a lot of people, and growing up, we found this out the hard way, can't brew a decent cup of regular drip coffee. It's either too much, too less, but you once you find that right recipe, you memorize it. But for anybody who's wanting to learn or find a good starter, if you have a scale or anything that can measure in ounces, it is 2.5 ounces to a 12-cup carafe of coffee. That's a good place to start. People have asked me before, you know, especially on our grounds, well, how much do I do if I have this size or this size or this size? But that's a good thing to know. 2.5 to 12. If you can remember that and practice that, you can adjust off of that. So.
There you go. Okay, well,
And
that's
my
great.
favorite thing is our K-cups, because you don't have to think about
You don't have to
anything.
ma-
You just
And
put it in that
for
machine.
coffee, you might not be capable of thinking about things yet.
And so this is a pretty cool K-cup that we have. It's a larger pour. So if I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, I want a strong cup of coffee. So with us, you're getting that 16-ounce pour from this, not a typical 8. You can push a 10 limit, but this 16 ounce is where it's at.
Okay. So that's easy enough. You just put that in your Keurig and put some water in there and press start.
Right.
And those come in
And it's
these
done.
great little boxes here. And you can choose light, medium, or dark roast on this. Okay, how many K-cups come in this package?
You get 12 per package.
Okay.
And like Christy said, they are long. It's called long pour. It's a long pour cup, which is rare out there. So I think we're the only ones offering these as far as local goes. I mean, I'm sure you can get them with the mass-produced coffee. But so yeah, so if you like pouring a cup of coffee that is a full cup of coffee,
Right.
yeah.
In the stores, it's typically our medium, but if you do want that lighter, that dark, just reach out to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know that it is roasted here locally and with love and attention to detail. And to me, that's so important, because what we put into our bodies is very important to be mindful of. And you know, you've done a lot of homework so people can have a great coffee experience. So let's remind our viewers one more time of how they can get their hands on some of this coffee, and also how to find you for you to brew it for them. So whether you want to brew it yourself or have Jeremy and Christy make you a nice cup of coffee or a creative drink or tea, how do they find out?
So you can, of course, you can come see us at the trailer when we set up. And if you're wondering where we're set up, you know, check our Facebook page. And you can also order online, which the link to our online store is on the front of our Facebook page. Or you can check out the Johnson's Giant Food Store in Attala, or Smoke Neck Farm and General Store in Southside. They carry our products as well. So.
Wonderful. That's a really cool store too. I mean, of course, Johnson's is a favorite, and their deli is so great. But the Smoke Neck, we've been in there quite a few times ourselves to get all kinds of things, and there's lots of nice little.
He's got about everything in that store.
And a lot of it is locally sourced, which I think is really important. I think we have to get back to that, to buying local and to supporting local, and to have locally sourced products that we're utilizing. So Wednesday, farmers market in Rainbow City. Other farmers markets that you are going to be a part of that we can look forward to? We are going to try to get back into the Attala Farmers Market. We just had some scheduling conflicts here for the past few weeks of getting in some private events. But so Wednesday, Farmers Market in Rainbow City. Thursday, we should be back at Attala Walmart. And Friday is, right now we're still working on Friday, but we're going to try to get into that Farmers Market again.
We have a fun event this Saturday.
Yes.
You need to tell.
Okay.
We like to have fun.
So we were reached out to by the Spartan Wrestling at the Gadsden Mall, the new place that opened, and they wanted us to sponsor one of their events. So we are sponsoring this Saturday evening's event.
The trailer will be out there.
Yeah, we'll be out there serving coffee. You go in, watch the show. It's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun thing. Caffeinate while you're watching wrestling.
Exactly. You know, I heard that the proceeds that they're also donating to animal rescue. Carol Huckabee, we were speaking this past Friday, and she said that was an event that is going to help, which we really need help in our community with animal welfare. it's a problem that we have. So that'll be great. So that you can go out there and find that and also help support animals and have a great show. All right, so I'm going to make sure you go check out Three Crow Coffee on Facebook. Find out where they're set up, and if you would like to purchase their products, you can find that information there on Facebook as well. So cheers to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Jeremy and Christy for being here with Three Crow Coffee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. There's a beauty pageant coming to town at OPAC, Miss Alabama Volunteer, and we're going to be talking to them tomorrow morning. So we'll see you back here bright and early, and if you want to start your day with a great cup of coffee starting as early as tomorrow, you can do so. You can find these products at the Johnsons in Atala or Smoke Neck and Southside, but also you can find them at their coffee trailer, Three Crow Coffee. Let's go out showing that trailer. So if you happen to pass by this trailer right here, you stop in and say hey to Jeremy and Christy and let them know that you saw them right here on Rise and Shine. So with that, we're going to wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.